Good morning everyone. So today Group B will be discussing the determination of dutiable insurance and freight. Here is a topic outline of what we'll discuss today. Definition of terms. For the definition of terms, first one is the airway bill or the AWB. It is a non-negotiable instrument issued by an air carrier or freight forwarder to a shipper to evidence contract or carriage by air. So, ang kaning airway bill, it is a type of bill of lading document that accompanies goods shipped by international air courier services to provide important details about the shipment. So, during the shipment process, a copy of this bill is provided to every party involved so that they can document and track the shipment. So, ang kaning airway bill, it is also known as a consignment note and holds the power of contract of carriage between the shipper and the carrier. So once ang AWB kay mapirmahan na siya both parties, it becomes enforceable by law. So next is the bill of lading. It is a negotiable instrument that was forged between the shipper and the carrier, evidencing receipt of commodities and constitutes a title of ownership over the said goods. So, ang kaning bill of lading, it is a contract between you, the owner of the goods, and the carrier stating what goods you're shipping, where the shipment is coming from, and where it is headed. So, mao ni siya ang contract between nimo, sa owner sa goods, sa carrier nga nag-state kung unsa ang goods na ang imong gi-ship, og where the goods came from, og asa siya padulong. It also serves as a receipt issued by the carrier once your shipment is picked up. So, ang key difference between an airway bill and a bill of lading is that ang airway bill kay issued in a non-negotiable form. Therefore, it does not specify which flight the cargo will be on or when it will reach its destination. Then next, we have CFR or the cost and freight. It is the Incoterm used to refer to a foreign trade wherein the seller must pay only the costs and freight necessary to bring the goods to the named port of destination. So, ang kaning CFR, the use of this rule is restricted to goods transported by sea or inland waterway. In practice, it should be used for situations, so magamit ni siya when the seller has direct access to the vessel for loading, example kay kaning bulk cargo or kaning non-containerized goods. Next, we have the cost, insurance, and freight or the CIF. It is an Incoterm used to refer to a foreign trade wherein the seller must pay the cost and freight necessary to bring the goods to the named port of destination. It differs from CFR in that the seller also has to procure marine insurance against the buyer's risk of loss of or damage to the goods during the carriage. It means that the seller delivers the goods on board the vessel or procures the goods already delivered. So, the risk of loss of or damage to the goods passes when the goods are on board the vessel. The seller must contract for and pay the cost and freight necessary to bring the goods to the named port of destination. So, ang kaning CIF kay ang seller is only required to obtain insurance only, so minimum lang ang cover ani. But if the buyer wish to have more insurance protection, it's either mo agree siya nga mag-make og own extra insurance arrangements. So for the next is the carriage and insurance paid to or the CIP. It is the Incoterm used to refer to a foreign trade wherein the seller delivers the goods to the carrier nominated by him, but the seller must in addition pay the cost of carriage necessary to bring the goods to the named destination. So, carriage and insurance paid to, it means that the seller shall deliver the goods to the carrier or to any other person designated by the seller at an agreed place. Note nga sa kaning carriage and insurance paid to, ang seller mo ay mo bear sa cost until ang delivery kay mo take place, but this also does not guarantee that the goods will arrive in perfect condition at their destination. The seller must take out insurance at least to the place of destination for loss or damage to the goods during the transport. Free on board or the FOB, it is the Incoterm used to refer to a foreign trade where the seller is considered to have fulfilled his obligation to deliver when the goods pass the ship's rail at the named port of shipment. So, ang kaning FOB, kay it is a shipping term used in retail to indicate who is responsible for paying transportation charges. It is the location where ownership of the merchandise transfers from seller to buyers. House airway bill, it is the document issued by the freight forwarder or consolidator to the individual consignee or importer. Diba, I have mentioned earlier nga ang airway bill, it is a document which is a proof of receipt of goods from shipper issued by air carrier. So, ang nakalahi rin nila kay ang kaning airway bill, kay wala siya involvement sa freight forwarder or consolidator sa shipment. But, if there is an involvement of a freight forwarder or consolidator sa shipment, mo na siya nga ma-issue ang House Airway Bill or the HAWB.
So, in continuation for the definition of terms, IATA, which means International Air Transport Association, which is an international air carrier rate bureau established in 1945, which plays a major role in the establishment and standardization throughout the years of international airfares. Letter I, which is IEIRD, which means the Import Entry and Internal Revenue Declaration. This is a 7-page set of official documents which is used in the clearing of goods from customs, and in this declaration, it should contain the details of a particular import entry. For letter J, we have insurance premium. It is the amount paid to the insurer in consideration of an undertaking to indemnify the importer or loss of the latter's cargo within the course of transportation. Letter K, local insurance premium, is the total amount paid using a local currency, which is in pesos, to an insurer located in the Philippines, wherein it is applicable only for shipments where the terms agreed upon by the parties are CFR, FOB, FAS, and other non-CFI terms. There is a need for a certification as to the premium that is actually paid to be attached to the entry. For letter L, Master Airway Bill or MAWB is the shipping document which is issued by the air carrier to a consolidator or freight forwarder, which covers a shipment which is may or may not be consolidated. Lastly, SAD, which means Single Administrative Document. It is a set of uniform documents derived from European Community practice in 1998, which is used to process shipments that pass through customs. That would be all for the definition of terms. Thank you.
So, good morning everyone. We have here the Dutiable Insurance basis CNO 22-2007. Insurance equals 2% times CV if general cargo. Insurance equals 4% times CV if dangerous cargo, flammable, chemicals, and other high-risk cargoes. Some example of dangerous cargoes are those explosive and corrosive materials. Next, we have the if shipment is covered by local insurance premium. So, what do you mean by shipment? So, when we say shipment is an action for shipping the goods, and insurance premium is referred to a specific amount to be paid periodically by the issued individual to maintain their insurance coverage as calculated by the insurance company. So we have here some rules. So first we have as it is if supported by official receipt and certification. So the shipment of goods, so especially if it is covered by local insurance, it should be supported by official receipt and certification. So the next one is if not supported by official receipt and certification, so then it should not be lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% for dangerous cargo. So if the shipment of goods kay dili siya supported by official receipt or any certification coming from the insurance, a local insurance premium, so ang iyang insurance kay should not be lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% 4% for dangerous cargo. So, like, dili siya dapat maupo sa 2%. Sa 2% na insurance sa general cargo o 4% nga insurance sa general cargo. So, it's something like ang iyang insurance ana if dili siya supported kay is either 2% or 4%. The next one is if shipment is not covered by local insurance premium, then the declared amount in the entry may be accepted but provided so it is not lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% for dangerous cargo. So as what I have mentioned a while ago, so ang iyang insurance should not be lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% for dangerous cargo. So dapat dili siya mo lower anang duha. It's either nara ng duha kung asa ang iyang insurance. The next one is importation of the government. So if covered by GSIS premium, the Bureau shall apply the actual GSIS insurance premium rate. Then, if insured by local surety company, the amount of the insurance premium actually paid may be accepted. So, if the premium is lower than 2%, so if ang premium daw is lower than 2% of the FOB value for general cargo and 4% of the FOB value, then ang certification from the insurance company all as to the actual premium paid shall be presented to the BOC. So what is BOC? So what does it mean, BOC? So when you see BOC it is Bureau of Customs. So kaning actual premium paid diri, it should be presented to the BOC. So dapat ipakita siya sa BOC, dapat i-present siya sa BOC, sa Bureau of Customs. Next is, if not covered by local insurance premium, the amount of insurance declared on the entry may be accepted, provided that it is not lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% for dangerous cargo. So, ano siya? If dili siya covered by local insurance premium, dapat ang iyang insurance ani dili siya mo lower than 2% for general cargo and 4% for dangerous cargo.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, classmates. I will be reporting the Dutiable insurance. Alternative formulas for Dutiable insurance. Insurance equals 2% of FOB if general cargo. Insurance equals 4% of FOB if high-risk dangerous cargo. Insurance equals 2% of FCA if general cargo. Insurance equals 4% of FCA if high-risk dangerous cargo. Insurance equals CIF equals freight minus FOB, or insurance equals CIF minus freight plus FOB. Last will be the insurance equals CIP minus freight minus FCA, or insurance equals CIP minus freight plus FCA. Sample problem: importation chilled onions from Shanghai, China. Mao na ang importation, mao na siya kung unsa ang gipalit sa buyer tagawas nya. Kuan na may location Shanghai, China nya. Mao na ang kuan asa ni gipalit ang goods, which is chilled onions. X-Works 25,500. X-Works means cost of goods, ratio na sa katong import nga chilled onion. Other charges 14% of X-Works, so 14% sa X-Works kay 25,500. Ocean freight 18% of FOB. ROD 7%. Ad valorem ROA 48.50 equals equivalent to $1. Other charges equals 25,500. Yeah, 14% anak mo ng kuan ang other charges, and ang 14% mo ng other charges niya. Ang 25,000 mo na X-Works, mo na yung formula sa pagkuha sa other charges. Yeah, ang insurance kay FOB. Ang FOB kay kuan man importation niya. Unsa man na ang chilled onion kay kuan na kanang dutiable man na siya nga goods mong per person kung i-explain na ganiya. So FOB X-Works plus other charges. FOB equals 25,500 plus kuan other charges nga 3,570. Yeah, i-total ang duha ang FOB kay 29,070. Yeah, ang sa insurance, pagkuha sa insurance kay kuan kanang FOB mo na 25,070 per person na. Ang pagkuha sa insurance transfer na mo per percent of 0.04 mo na ang one sa insurance. Ito 1,162.8. Yeah, last ay sa freight kay 18% of FOB, freight 0.18. Yeah, ang FOB kay 29.70. I-times na nanduha ang freight ay ang 18% ay kanang 0.18 ug ang kwan 29,000 mo nang gawas kay 5,232.6. Yeah, sa CIF kay FOB plus insurance plus freight nanamtay FOB mga 29,070 plus insurance nga 1,162.8 plus freight nga 5,232.6. Ang total sa CIF kay 35,465.4. Nya, ang pagkuha sa kuan ang gipangita sa kaning problem kay find the amount of dutiable insurance in DV in Philippine money. DV means dutiable value nya. Ang kuan niya kay ang ROE niya 48.50 man. So 35,465.4 times kuan 48.50 kay mao man yung rate of exchange mo na answer kay DB PHP 1,720,071.9 mo nang kuan. Yeah, that mo na last sa kuan. Thank you sir.
Dutiable freight, the amount indicated in bill landing or airway bill. If indicated in the bill landing or airway bill and commercial invoice, whichever is higher. If no amount is indicated in B or L or airway bill and or invoice, the declared freight per SAD may be used provided that such amount is not lower than 70% of IATE or inference rate. If it is lower than 70%, the IATE or conference rate importer presentation of certification or official receipt from the carrier or forwarder is necessary. Kanang ang kada SAD na ay gideklara nga mga kargamento nga mahimong gamiton basta ang iyang kantidad dili mo ubos sa 70% sa IATE or conference rate. Kaning gikinahanglan ang importer presentation sa sertifikato ang opisyal nga mga resibo gikan sa carrier. If bulk shipment are actual amount indicated in the certified copy of character, party or freight, contract and towage plan, the bulk and general cargo consigned to NFA not lower than 10% of the CFR value. Kung daghan ang kargamento, ang kantidad naka-indicate sa certified copy of character partly.
These are the alternative formula for dutiable freight. Freight equals CFR minus FOB. Freight equals CPT minus FCA. Freight equals CIF minus FOB minus insurance or freight equals CIF times FOB plus insurance. Freight equals CIP minus FCA minus insurance, or freight equals CIP minus FCA plus insurance. Here are some problems how to find the amount of freight and customs duty. So importation for is 4 times 40 STC kitchen knives. The other charges is $1,200 and the ex-works is 92% of FCA. The air freight is 6% of insurance and customs value. The ROD is 4% ad valorem and the ROE is 39 pesos and 35 centavo or $1. So the formula we used is FCA equals ex-works plus other charges. So FCA equals 92%, FCA plus $1,200. So FCA equals 0.92 FCA plus $1,200. So $1,200 equals FCA minus 0.92 FCA. So 0.08 FCA equals $1,200. So you must divide it by $1,200 to 0.08. So the answer is $15,000. So we must find the amount of insurance. So insurance equals FCA times 2%. So the insurance is equals to $15,000 of FCA times 0.02. So the answer is insurance is equals to $300. So for freight also we must find the amount of freight. So freight equals FCA plus insurance times air freight. So freight equals $15,000 of FCA and $300 for insurance times 0.06. So the answer of freight is freight equals $918. So we must find the amount of also of CIF. So CIF equals FCA plus insurance plus freight. So CIF equals $15,000 of FCA and $300 for insurance and $918 for freight. So the answer of CIF is $16,218. So we must find the amount of DV. So $16,218 CIF times ROE. So DV is equals to $16,218 times 49 pesos and 35 centavo ROE. So DV is equals to 800,358 pesos and 33 centavo. So CUD is, so we must find the amount of CUD. CUD equals DV times ROD. So CUD equals 800,000 pesos 358 centavo 0.3 times 4% of ROD. So the answer of CUD is 32,014 pesos 0.33.
Freight charges is the amount paid to a courier company for the transportation of goods from the point of origin to an agreed location. Freight charge to be applied shall be based on the amount indicated in the bill of lading. So freight charge for reefer containers. These are shipments coming from China. So first, Guangzhou, China is $1,300 per 20 feet reefer container. For 40 feet reefer container is $1,700. Shanghai, China, 1,800 per 20 feet reefer container. $3,200 per 40 feet reefer container. Xiamen, China, $1,500 per 20 feet container reefer. $1,800 per 40 feet reefer container. Dalian, China, $1,350 per 20 feet container reefer and $1,680 per 40 feet reefer container. So shipments coming from Hong Kong is $800 per 20 feet container reefer, then $1,600 per 40 feet container reefer. Next is shipment from Singapore, 970 per 20 feet container reefer and 1,990 per 40 feet container reefer. Last, Los Angeles, USA, $3,050 per 20 feet container reefer and 6,100 per 40 feet container reefer.